case you don't know. Oh yeah. Whenever we pledge with love and loyalty to we sweet mamas alone. Now we all for come together as one. For tomorrow, now we go make salon. Anytime where you stay, anytime where you go, anything you they do, it no matter. Oh yeah, it no matter. Now we for turn up Tanga one, inside Sierra Leone, like one big family, cause no place like home. In case you don't know, this not Komon-Tok. We'll bring information about Salon. In case you don't know, this now Komon-Tok. We'll bring information about Salon. For education, entertainment, political affairs. Tune in Komon-Tok. For education, entertainment, political affairs. Tune in, Komon-Tok.
From the streets of Freetown to the world beyond, we dey yarn about the things we dey hold strong. Political talks, we no go shy. Migration stories should no go die. Entertainment, we go dance to the beat. Tell town well-being, make we rise from we seat. It's not a platform, we go speak the truth for the young and the old. Now we voice we do. Komon-Tok, you go hear we loud. We no go hide, you go make me proud. From Salon to the world with the
Yes, so family, welcome back to yet another very, very important segment. We come through the Komon-Tok platform, and just like any other day, of course, say we're not done with Komon-Tok Day. Well, one of the Komon-Tok today we will give a can label on. Now, we see a news circulates as always social media. The former vice president, Victor Fo, the implicator one scam, alleged scam of more than $45,000. For help somebody forget a visa for go America, and the case they under serious investigation. And we also understand say police then try for reach out, but they not be able to get away for reach out. So waiting and do it and time for get in touch with the WEF, and we'll give out the full details as the program they go on. Of course, we see the government tweets and they also share the presidential page for say the IMF boss don't commend the IMF boss don't commend President Bio for in robust economic fiscal management of the economy. And we also go pay attention on this subject to not seems to be go away. The divide Freetown, where a lot of people still get question mark. Is it genuinely government one try for wouldn't they say decentralize for create efficiency for benefit everybody in the country, for avoid too much bureaucracy, for avoid too much centralization by compartmentalizing this sort of like division, you they lessen or you they reduce the burden. Or other people say this could be one argument. These are one argument to governments they put, but other people in see of course, just like I plenty on the back, see on the other side, say like gerrymandering, government they do this deliberately because they say elections are just around the corner and this could potentially benefit them. So why not try this one? So we go look into some of those clips and back we see the social media. And of course, yesterday we talked about the road development now between Koina Dugu and McKinney. We don't seem to be very, very dilapidated, and we hope see the authorities there go pay attention and on that vital lifeline we go make a big difference of the lives of many thousands of people there, if not million within that region there. And we also go watch the African news as always. Kabila don't get sentenced, death sentence. The ex-president don't get death sentence. As soon as no serious threats they go under. Joseph Kabila, they accuse and say they support the M23 rebels, and the government the governments don't decide for pass a verdict. In a mixed reaction anyway. Of course, it still hold very strong influence na Congo, the DRC. All right, so we will pay attention to that on the international stage, and of course now the world stage, we see Donald Trump don't give Hamas ultimatum. You don't get up to 4 days for me to accept the peace plan deal we do with we present with Israel Prime Minister just one day, I think 2 days ago. He gave them 4 days. If not, of course, Trump be Trump, definitely go Trump, not as well. Well, of course, that's we get today on the platform. We hope for do this program very, very short today. Apologies in advance. So if you just join me on the platform, you more than welcome today on the 30th, and I believe it's the last day of this month, and we want to welcome you for joining our Komon-Tok platform, and we did different side within our YouTube, within Facebook, within TikTok, Instagram. Consider for joining any of this platform where you feel comfortable. We highly recommend that you pay attention more on YouTube. Why? Because we already know the issue, we already know the benefit. And so when you can YouTube, they will save the video at any time, easy for go, rather than Facebook after 30 days they delete it, and it's very annoying. Well, waiting for do. Anyway, as always, we know the doubts come on top there. Well, me and Mr. Komon-Tok again, but they can't just now.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This now Komon-Tok, in case you don't know. Oh, yeah.
All right, so straight to the point. We're not getting nothing for West, but what would they do? As always, if I follow, we go into history. Let we understand the character of maybe the person who we talk about. We don't talk this million of time. We say what? The internet. No, they forget. You cool. Me go forget, you go forget. But the internet. And guess what? When you talk now, the media as a public figure or anybody, it means that audio or that video, that message, it no longer belongs to you. It belongs like public knowledge. Anybody can use it against you. Well, if not in positive time, then we reference you. Hey, Mr. Komon-Tok, we talk. So, for example, it's a good thing. You talk. On the contrary, if Mr. Komon-Tok talks something where maybe creates a lot of problem or controversial or go implicates me, reference them. So it's very easy. Well, that's what we do today. We see for the first time in the history of a country, a public official come out plainly and confess and say, when them be there in governance, they're not gonna know nothing for do, except one thing, in the thief money, in the eat money, and money no more, which in itself, now one of the biggest crime where anybody they come and I want to use not talk like I'll talk. I'll be left down for tomorrow, but I think it makes sense for bringing a come. In China, I'll count for you the clip. So we'll not talk with us. In China, the minister of agriculture, they accuse her for thief or for embezzle, for take corruption, for engaging corruption. I think up to $40 million. He has been sentenced to death. To death. That's not a joke. They're not a joke. Now, make us say, it's not about we having robust laws. It's about how we are serious about fighting the menace in our society with corruption. Having people like this, we don't serve in the highest, second highest level of, second highest office. It come out plain, and people can just forget the slow move on. Slow move on. God did not so. We all sin our God. Anyway, Not taken to memory lane. Some man don't forget. Not the same, but the internet, I tell you, they forget. What they can.
Lie. Paramount Chief Kumpa Boboli the third. A go team up, Dana and Escuma them council. A team up na mama, they say they bring airport. Lie. A make with a dance na mama, say airport. Lie. Why you for do this to your people? So we all are lying no more in the beginning. But you see, my daddy, talk and do. Where a talk, a do. Look at record. I could just name a few. Oh, look, Maria Biuba. Look, education.
China's former Minister of Agriculture and
Look
Rural
record. I don't need for say. But look the airport where don't go put again. Brand new. Now look it.
So what do you want for saying? Even though I strongly believe saying no they again APC,
Yes.
but you're able to compare this president bill in 5 years compared to Unaden 10 to
years.
11 years.
But we na money na more we dey eat. What did APC do? As you don't hear that man, no Secretary General, I no sabi nothing. I did it. Ambassador to China, nothing. I come as Vice President, nothing. The whole money grabbing no more than the part. And then the other. Nothing.
So if you tell me the facts today, say doing APC tell me, we see them say,
Yes.
if we take away waiting Pakabadu and waiting handover, if you take away that from the APC
we are
11
left with
years,
nothing.
so what do you want for compare?
But we're not for the candy. We're not doing that. Meanwhile, Akis don't they talk but we record. And the records all what they say, all true. We did nothing other than spoiling this country.
Why the APC is crying now to come back to power?
For can't take what you left. Then don't take all things. They will don't try. The lily and natural will put them and nest and in gang. They don't care all go. The one way matter you don't can build upon. The one can take down the seven. What again? Nothing.
So tell me something about.
All right. So if a country is serious about fighting corruption, when Madabio Kanapa was full of energy, he was full of ambition for fight corruption. It was all over the place. There would be no sacred cow, zero tolerance to corruption. These are rhetorics. We have heard about these rhetorics millions of times. But let us see the reality. This is supposed to help with investigation. Don't we understand? Because this man is not an ordinary person. He does serve now the APC for a very long time before even come close to that second highest office in the land. So if they come and send money them be the hits, let me explain more the Salon people. I think if we see us, we change you. We know they do selective justice. We know they go against the one day we no more agree with we know they play ball. I think we country they go far. As I say, like as I beyond left this, let us join and let make sense before we come with the story itself. In China, the minister, anyway, now put on let people in. But they come. I just want to do that journalogy day.
China's former Minister of Agriculture and Rural Affairs, Tang Rongjian, has been sentenced to death with reprieve of bribery. According to Reuters, the verdict was handed down by the Changchun Intermediate People's Court in Jilin province on Sunday, according to state-run news agency Xinhua. The court found that Tang accepted bribes including cash and property worth more than 268 million yuan, about 37.6 million US dollars, during his time in various positions between 2007 and 2024. The death sentence has been suspended for 2 years. The court noted that Tang had confessed to his crimes. Tang was expelled from China's Communist Party in November 2024, 6 months after being placed under investigation by the country's anti-graft watchdog and removed from his minister role. His investigation was described as unusually swift and came in the wake of similar probes into senior figures including Defense Minister Li Shangfu and his predecessor Wei Fenghe. President Xi Jinping launched a campaign of purges with China's domestic security apparatus in 2020, aiming to ensure police, prosecutors, and judges remain, in his words, absolutely loyal, absolutely
absolutely pure and absolutely reliable. According to the official biographies, Tang previously served as governor of the western province of Gansu from 2017 to 2020, before being appointed Minister of Agriculture and Rural Affairs.
All right. So again, like I say, not just an adjoiner. This is how you fight corruption when you put a law. In Europe, they prosecute the person. Then they prosecute the person. And if they're found not guilty, they will serve time. In Japan, people they hang themselves, they kill themselves because it don't bring shame not only to himself but to your family. In Sierra Leone, we they hail them people in there, we they praise them, we they celebrate them. In fact, we they go to the extent and give them public office back. Yes, we they give them public office back. And after that, we they go back na mock so say, hey, God help you know. We they go to church, hey, God help you know. Are we not joking? Are we not joking? Anyway, I just draw that comparison. I just want to do the genealogy aspect of it. So we'll come back to Victor Fu. Is supposed to be help winner with the investigation. The best way for it don't ever happen na salon. The commission of inquiry we might have become. That was what we don't talk millions of times. That was one of the best things we for don't ever happen as well as a precedent. You set a clear red line. Say no, public funds is meant for the people, and if you charge that's money without accountability, without further explanation how you use that money, well, the law will ask you more. And if it asks you more, you're able to produce more, well, there's more for you on the other side. But what will happen? President Bio decide for use the the Commission of Inquiry at an advantage. Use against the opponents then. If you talk against her, you point finger. You get to you don't take fool. If you play ball, it left you. Anyway, not to that one. So I don't join the genealogy how we're not serious and it's hurting horse and it's not helping anyone, not even the president, because legacy gave for explain, posterity gave for judge. I mean, I like you there in 200 years, you gave for left the one day, and people are going to go back to their archives and they control the media. For now, what you doing in a power? Any government, you able to control the media, you propaganda, now they come, now you control. But guess what? Once you exit that seat, you're no longer in control. The media, those information will be distributed. They will be everywhere. And people will have to make sense of them. Certain things will be done to think with their, assumption there. Some opinion, something that will be not clear. They come out clear, we see. And how you all Salon will judge you in the future. Of course, posterity care for judge. All right, now put what we see today. Now, we get different sources, but we'll take this one from Sarah Loaded. And so what we do, we just summarize them for, we don't want to put too much boku writing here. So just put half, we just summarize them, the key points then, so that, we get the message clear. I'll read them for yourself. Former Vice President Victor Bokari Fu has been implicated in an alleged 45,390 fraud case in Sierra Leone Magistrates Court on September 24, 2025. The case centered on Alhaji Idris Toure, accused of defrauding Teresa Safa by taking payment to secure U.S. travel visa for 6 individuals under false pretense. During cross-examination, Police Sub-Inspector Hassan Kabu revealed that Toure claimed he gave 25,000 of the funds to Fu, who allegedly kept 15,000 and returned the rest to facilitate the documentation. Toure also alleged Fu instructed him to collect the money from Safa and deliver passports to a ministry. Although investigators attempted to question Fu, he was unavailable, and only his wife provided a statement. She deposited 10,000 at the CID headquarters as a partial repayment, but its whereabouts are unclear. Fu was not investigated, with police deeming his involvement irrelevant. The defense may summon Fu's wife for further clarification. Toure, arrested in May after fleeing, has failed to repay the money despite promises. of course, like I said, not just okay. Sorry about that, Fumble. All right, so that's so we don't see them case here. I think what's in the guy Julie Saba, if I'm getting him correct, when I be the youth, some the youth president, whatever, in the Ministry of Youth or whatever, youth, the old one position, it's one of the reasons we make it come out that we are serious allegations say we collect people their money for fan with the hope say they carry them go abroad. And we see some allegations one lady will be the intermediary will be the collect people then because it can't not also we don't play them clip them many times now. Because I play several clips and for confirm. I mean for join the information that makes sense. So I think that a similar pattern then take place here. So because there's $45,000 plus now for 6 people for firm for them visa, but I don't name the ministry because I know say they try for protect, well wherever maybe as I know this nothing way not to this government alone. Even successive governments are part of the deal there, where even some people that would deserve actually like where governments can get their youth exchange program, their cultural exchange, or even education. In some cases, not to the people that will really deserve and they go there because they not get, they not get the sababu. Rather, they exchange those people with people that are way close to power or we get the money for Biden space than they. I know what you know what how they talking as a man. We said no, we understand and we not get for argue. We all understand that game. Day. No arguments on this one. It's clear for we. So I think that happened. But furthermore, Victor Fo, due to maybe in position, in connection, they say irrelevant, important in this. But important because the person say I give this person the money, and I'm one of the people there, even though you wife, don't go pay 10,000. So I think my man he keep quiet, he keep low profile, though he push human. This is a cowardness in a sense. How you go send human? Now human go take the money, person go ask. Why you don't go face it? If you don't say that you begin, you don't hold that kind of position here. Some of them see and they, for involved in that stuff, Okay, maybe sometimes some people will argue, say, okay, they want help. They want help. But come on and say not to help this one like a fraud. Well, the other question we got is maybe sometimes the part don't add up, or maybe sometimes, and see them be when them be the APC, them be the thief. Maybe sometimes side and know they for thief. Maybe now one of the way this bag go. This I make a connecting statement. This it come up from not to not come up from we in any way. But let's just tap on that because I think we will do a follow up as how the information they come out and they come. Definitely we'll get now Komon-Tok. Now, we go on the other news where we see the circulate on social media. This one from State House. Now this input. We go read a quick one because it's short. We'll not go waste time for now. The managing director praised Julius Maada Bio for leadership in Sierra Leone. Washington, these are the pictures there. Maada Bio received a commendation for significant economic advancements achieved in Sierra Leone under his leadership. These are the photos there. In a separate meeting with Ajay Banga, the president of the World Bank Group, and Kristalina Georgieva, managing director of the International Monetary Fund. Both leaders emphasized Sierra Leone's vital partnership with the institution and pledge ongoing support to bolster the country's macroeconomic stability. These are some of the engagements we then get. They discuss, achievements with a substantial education for the things they would for do, reduce inflation to single digits, and relatively stabilize the exchange rates and mark a decline in treasury bills rates and express its appreciation. So the long and short of this now a meeting we then get of recent time then this year the IMF, according to the article, the World Bank, they're all the present. Again, it's just like a business. We already don't say this millions of times. But we are lucky the other day we count John Parkins. We explained to me how the World Bank they work and how the IMF they work. Now business, now money then they make. So how you go do? You go treat the customer. You go get. I mean, we don't work like the customer service area. I'm sure plenty of people we understand. In fact, generally, you just get to be nice to person. You particular person with the benefits from. Then bank then so. Then where they come for can trust to, they be nice to you because at the end of the day, no say they make money for them. So the World Bank, we've said this, like I said, millions of times. These institutions, they are not helpful, especially when you get a corrupt country. And this is not about Sierra Leone alone. We are talking about the entire Africa and some part of the developing world. We are in, you have certain group of people who bent on stealing, embezzling government funds for their own pockets. So having money coming from this institution, the IMF, the World Bank, without prudent measure for make sure see those resources then channel and at the right course for improved road, for improve some infrastructure, stabilizing area where the government actually won in genuine time. Because the argument is some people say of allowed then the trust money because even after the Second World War, there was a Marshall Plan, the World Bank, the IMF, then pump money na Europe, the evidence today they are strong. Yes, because there is accountability. Like I say earlier on, yeah, when you thief, then catch you, well, you're done. Because at the end of the day, your name go on a record, especially this recent time. Unlike somebody the thief, then see then left and back. No. We see example. If I make example, Parantarawali, we see clearly, openly, nakedly, a thief with all the caliber of people within a SLPP, with all the brains within a SLPP. They not see nobody for choose for go make Secretary General, then go make Parantarawali Secretary General. That was something where it's a bit like what they say, the lawyers of the law. So what? They can't say anything about fighting corruption. They will not be sincere. They can't even, they don't have the moral ground to stand on to even condemn corruption. Because if we have a convict, now the public opinion don't convict her and in guilty, of course, he paid the money according to what they say. But for the fact that somebody as a then speaker, as a then clerk of parliament, for involving corruption, whose I respect they resign. Or at least not give them kind of sensitive position for this secretary. Like one of the oldest political party within the sub-region or like sub-Saharan Africa. It's an insult to we all as a nation. And that is why most time I say we are not serious. Anyway, so the World Bank, like I say, it's not a charity that they do, a business and they do. And you get for talk nice to your customer. We can just take you a little bit of maybe 42 seconds. We can.
I'll talk briefly about the lending policies of the IMF. The IMF has come under some criticism recently for its lending policies, especially with regards to Pakistan and as well as Haiti. In the Pakistan case, the lending that was made after the floods that affected that country, Pakistan was in debt to the tune of 500 million and was given 450 million. Which leaves it in debt. And in Haiti, the debt was forgiven, but it was then given a loan of 60 million. And some of that criticism was the fact that these countries remain in debt. Can't those debts be forgiven completely?
We're not in the charity business. We're a financial institution. And the money we're using is the money from other countries. The IMF is a kind of a credit union, where all the countries of the world are putting money to help those in troubles, but they want to be repaid.
Okay, it's good for from the people that would make decision. It's clear, the IMF boss, the then IMF boss. The thing is, the IMF, the World Bank, this should be like what I say, last resort, not to think with a government for praise, for celebrate. You don't need to celebrate this thing. This is the last resort. You country, the economy, they can smash, they can go down. Like when I say free fall, then you turn to them. And guess what? This is as UAE now money where other countries then they put. So you not a free money and make it tell you they are not in the charity business. It's not a charity. But I see people in the celebrate, people in the clap, people in the WhatsApp, they don't even know the intricacies, the stranger charge, how this go affect you. Because what the name people are to do, then they keep you in debts. If you check all over, yeah, majority of people are in the on credits because this is how the system has been uh, designed because they want you to be like a constant, maybe I would say modern day servants for work for the people where they run the institution and they because if they give credits, then get percentage, you go to worry you work. But the same like a country. Then they put you on them their special vehicle project there. Then they will ask you for design special any kind of program no matter you want. Of course, they will give the technical support for make sure so they will get their money back and then their advice and they. But at the end of the day, they are there to make money. It's a business. It's not a charity. They tell you clearly. So it's sometimes embarrassing for us as a nation to be celebrating loans or meetings from IMF or World Bank. And I'm not able to remember the author again. I read a book where one author they say, if you see IMF and World Bank in your country, it's like it's like an angel of death. Can you imagine? I saw it described, but when you see the IMF World Bank in your country, it's like an angel of death. What's an angel of death mean? For the kill, not so. If they say Malcolm Kaya, or everybody they fear, not so. Now that's then therefore. But let me compare to what happened recently. In just 2022, when Burkina Faso gets a leadership, talk about robust and serious leadership, we see them pay off, according to which we understand, them pay off the IMF, the World Bank. No one business with them. You ask yourself a question. Why IMF not the go now? Why Burkina Faso cut time with IMF World Bank? There's something there, not so. But they are still succeeding. They are rolling out huge infrastructural projects. They are engaging, in sustainable development programs for their citizens. Not to magic. And we open up to the entire world. But yet, we are still languishing. We are still begging IMF. And we are celebrating this thing. Anyway, tap that side. We'll keep it posted. Komon-Tok, not so. All right, so we come now the other side of the program, within the divide program. So the divide free time gets a lot of discussion, and we compile 2 of those clips here where they make us on the social media for the benefits of the people. But they can just know.
Minister talk about the Local Government Act of 2022. We say in the minister and the Minister of Finance and also ECSL can make a proposal to President for let them create new localities. But I tell you back say the problem with our country or this country is that we, when I educated people then, sometimes we don't use our education for mislead decisions. The act in clear say, why they ask the Minister of Finance for be part of this conversation? Now because I get for advise the President whether the money they for letting for law take them strides in the. As they speak, not a secret. All man no say subventions and not will pay them take to this month. So if government not will pay them subventions and take to this month, our government will say, look, create new localities, get new mayors, get a new administration where the former, the previous speaker just stated, say, money not sufficient, we get bloated budget. How we go suggest a government will create new localities and further expand on government in body? Why we not go manage what we get now? Lord make Freetown City a better city.
I represent civil society, and
Emina Mola Control of National Youth Coalition. The minister and all the one that will come up with this idea for relates to the president. Though it's always said the act, the Local Government Act made provisions for the president to just do a proclamation. The first question is, why you can't consult? If the president is going to make a proclamation, then let the president go ahead. But the president, they represent the people of this country. And there is no way they go want to do something to the people and elect. So I think we don't need to reinvent the wheel. They are already local council. They are ward. They are constituency. The act talk about devolution. Why we not strengthen the council? Why we not make sure we give more money to the council and do their work? By bringing new local governments, to me, this is my opinion, and I get right to my opinion. The opinion here is sound as if this is a technical gerrymandering. You are preparing for elections and you are bringing this type of thing. I want to let a very final message to the president. We still have a struggle with the tripartite recommendations. Let we allow the people then votes to be respected. If we continue to provoke the people of this country, we know we're able to control their anger. Thank you very much.
All right. So again, we don't hear plenty time this argument, but we go keep an eye and see how it will come out. And some people are saying a foregone conclusion. This is just part of the, for letting say, we consult, we ask, but decision has already been made regarding this. But like I said, the arguments are clear. It's super easy to understand. If actually we want, if not a genuine cause, I know say, we know how to go about that. But close to election, and especially when the tension high, and some people that don't see clearly say, it's not about making the council efficient. It's not about fighting, fast delivery or decentralization. But when we're talking about a city of 2 million, it's not about 10 million. It's not about 20 million city, So follow we divide again, it creates a lot of problems. But sometimes I don't know. But there is one lady where you know will bring and come again. We make so sense. I just see. I think it's very important. Mr. Lady, it talk about the people at one. He urged the government pay attention on that. He said because the election just don't done, and when the election done, people still gets this sort of like concern. And if government not take time, maybe perhaps they're not able to control people there. I think it make a whole lot of sense. La bringa. La bringa. It make a whole lot of sense. Mina,
Honorable Madam Mina is Brazilian. I go school at the St. Michael's Primary School at the Far East. I come in Shanale and I come Amadia. That's it, she's Mina origin and to pay. First of all, I want to tell the minister, thank you for giving the opportunity, because this is really an opportunity where just say for giving. Thank you. For not saying people that we important. Because by law, as you just say, we don't need for there. You just think I'm saying for there because now we give you the mandate, sir. Thank you very much. Because this affects me directly. Well, we just want to go to the basis on which the government thinks say, the president and the minister think say, and for divide freedom. Firstly, they say for the leadership, let all man get right for representing the area. We didn't get what, sir, as per the constitution and constituencies. Now this government can change into the PR system when make certain committees and they on road, on angle, not get chancellor or not get MP. Just say the that. And if you say for the sake of a fire force, I think so we get fire force, when the city council the ambulance. When they say, when I want people to get a fire happen along me, pass and go fire, na fire force na the east, or they come up here so for let the fire council. You know the one that city council. So I wonder why the reasons for this. And the schools, I think so we get city council schools, they run very well. Well, even those strike days, city council they try to say all these subventions, all these materials they get appropriately. So So on this note, we want to say, even though una decide, una get for continue with what una say, by waiting the minister don't say, I say, not even need to consult me, una go ahead. But una no say, una for things alone. Yeah, na two governments there. If you not for APC na SDP, una think for make laws that will not for reverse again. Una think for make laws that will benefit the ordinary man, not to expect for things say when we can, when we are the government is waiting. Definitely we will change that.
So I think it makes sense. Well, we hope them to listen because that's the essence of democracy. The majority, a leader, you have a listen. A leader, you have to listen to the people, and that makes you exceptional. That makes you the true leader. What did they talk about? It's not about being a ruler. A ruler and leader are two different, and most African leaders, I think I will borrow from Professor Lumumba. It's a reluctance for calling them leaders because they are not leaders in the sense they occupy position of trust and act in the position, but they are not really leaders. Leader are somebody who able listen to the cry of the people, waiting the people want, particularly in a democratic dispensation. Then can only say the majority carries the votes, but we have to respect the minority as well, their interest. So in a circumstance like this, where the public opinion, genuine public opinion, I'm not saying the one that has been already been manipulated, the genuine public opinion is against this plan, this compartmentalization, division, and then creating this sort of like localities, 2 mayors, 3 mayors. It's just a whole lot of confusion, where it's not necessary, they help we. Instead of we come together, we support, we give budgets, we pump monusa in necessary for create more, for move the economy or even the city for like a work for the ordinary people. Instead, we just start for create unnecessary tension at the country. But anyway, we go keep an eye. Then clip here. Like I said, the internet don't forget. We keep on for now. Maybe, just maybe in future, when something go wrong, we will come back and tell us, people and they say this. People and see this coming and they raise them concern, genuinely, but will not choose otherwise. Then accountability, some of what we did for the supporter. Anyway, now, another one we will go pay attention to, that could be the last one today, and the road. Well, look like, for example, this is what we can put through. These are some of the things that we don't really focus on, but rather, government that cause some distraction, which sometimes you find very offensive, unnecessary tension. Unnecessary. We prioritize, we don't prioritize with priority. We create some, anyway. I hope then we'll learn and listen and see some of the problems that people in the face.
For long term, plenty people know Koinadugu district for be the breadbasket for Salone. And this now because of the vibrant agricultural and livestock activity them where the districts they do. But the way how the condition of the only road where they go to the districts done they cause serious concern among farmer, driver, and other business people them. The road where they connect Makeni to Kabala now 120 kilometers, where now about 74 miles. Under normal circumstance, the journey from Makeni to Kabala go take but 1.5 hours if the person they drive at 70 miles per hour. But because of the road in current bad condition, this same trip now they take but 3.5 hours. Dr. Alaji Njai, a resident of Kabala, now one of the road users them where they express frustration over the situation.
Imagine this district, now we get such a thing, and this is just the one portion of how bad this road could become. This whole area, this whole place, it therefore become difficult for vehicles, and literally today, the rain, but previously vehicles in the fashion and they find them very difficult to go through. But again, this speaks to a larger thing, right? You get a district highly productive, agriculturally, it get all sort of potential, but it will likely get cut off because we not able to fix the road, right? So this is a major challenge for the country. Obviously, more need to happen, right? Forget big things. And just for movement of people, movement of goods, just for access to various development activities. Somebody who is pregnant, somebody who is sick, from a public health perspective, health systems perspective, challenging for this type of environment.
Driver themselves they feel the pinch. Then they complain say the rough road they damage the motorcar them and self they make the transport business not forget profit.
Making at the wrong transport. I will try to Papa government let them help you for the road. Right now the road easy. From Makin to Kabala, the work I have 5 hours. Meet up the Morcano Hamburg. On the meet up the Morcano Hamburg, passing meet up a good crossing where they can take the passenger. Return it. Or the meet more car passing road no day. Now one side on the pass. And problem the way passing wait. Pass it dear comping truck it can't run. Road no day right no mama. For the big to Papa government let them help people make the road.
And this we road right now, to get the road is too bad, to get high pothole and the balance then too much. Some sides then they we side with the rich, but carry the fasting, at times they may truck them fasting or other thing. So we appeal to Papa government for help we make this road. We just train more. Most of the people that we carry together, they not agree again because anytime where you come, you return, you go garage back. You just stay like me last night I broke down. I get all kinds of problem on the road due to the water there. At the road. So we appeal to Papa government, like appeal to make the road because the passenger in the grumble.
So I dey run from Kabala to Makin or my sister, easy for now for we at the road. Easy at all. Right now, Motkade they broke down, and when you don't load passenger for carry and go in location where he wants, you go and broke down a road, then they no go easy for you, and you and the passenger there. So they suffer too much. They suffer past mark. See, so for try to you will get another motor for transfer them passenger them, make them go able to reach to time. It no go easy for you. Okay, staying too much. The road bad.
There we get reports for most of the drivers them concerning the road condition. They say the road don't bad when they get breakdown and too much. Some of them vehicles themselves don't park because of the road condition. So they ask Papa government and they help people come fix us.
But other people and stakeholders them where they live in the districts, they call on the government and authority them where responsible for make the road for look to the Kabala Makeni road quick one. Then say if them forsake the road, it go affect the district in economic potential.
So this now the major car park na Kabala where they na Koinadugu district. And over the years.
All right. So again, we don't get any thanks to this piece of information we they don't compile. We go now the international news now. We go now the African news, African affairs. The former president of DR Congo, Kabila, Joseph Kabila, they don't sentence him to death. They come.
Military court in Democratic Republic of Congo has just sentenced former President Joseph Kabila to death. Kabila was tried in absentia for treason, accused of supporting the M23 rebel group in the east of the country. Kabila is convicted of war crimes for decisions he made during military conflicts while he was in office. He is currently believed to be in the M23-controlled city of Goma. We're going to go to Alan Wakane. He's joining us from Goma in eastern DRC. Alan, just bring us up to speed with what's been happening.
Well, as many people were expecting here in the country, the military court ruling finally has sentenced Joseph Kabila to death. They are mainly insisting on the fact that it was proven by the court that Joseph Kabila is the boss or the direct responsible of the current movement here, the M23 rebels controlling this town of Goma and also Bukavu, and still continuing with different fighting in different areas, trying to capture more area. The court also is coming on the fact that many people were killed here, destruction of the public equipment, and also the control of the public building, for example. All this for them, they are saying that it has been proven that Joseph Kabila is the one coordinating Corneille Nangaa, Bertrand Bisimwa, and all other different people in this rebellion here. But the big question remains from different sides. Now we are even trying to see the reaction from the population. They were expecting to see the court giving the real proof, showing how, for example, Joseph Kabila has been financing this movement. Nothing like this was proven, not even with the bank system, or even how he is supporting. The only fact the court is really trying to assist on is the fact that Joseph Kabila decided to come back here in Goma, the area under the control of the M23. But this is known by the population here that it was because Kabila has been under the threat due to the political situation between him and Felix Tshisekedi. Then he was already in exile, then decided to come back here and also threatening to react against what he was considering already as a big political crisis created by the president Felix Tshisekedi. And then people do believing that it's only the fact that Kabila is here, but no one for now in this area, for example, or across the country, is able to prove whether Joseph Kabila is a real commander, as the court has been saying, and as they have decided right now here. And it's raising reaction and showing that this is going to bring more escalation in the political environment here in the Democratic Republic of Congo, as they are expecting the reaction probably from the Kabila side or maybe Kabila himself.
We have just under a minute and a half on the program. Alan, I just want to ask you, because he was tried in absentia, and I understand that he is believed to be somewhere in Goma. I believe his exact whereabouts aren't known. That is controlled by M23. So if he has been sentenced to death, what happens next?
Right, so that's not just like lifeline lesson. These are we see things not in real time. Just a few years ago, that man was the powerful man, Nadia Congo. Now they talk about sentenced to death. So that is why sometimes when you didn't have power, always remember the day after power. We don't see those examples of recent time. Many. They are sad there, very powerful guy. The Nepal, the Bangladesh stories there. We don't see those stories of recent time where people will be don't entrench themselves, don't sit down. So I be like, just like with the vice presidency, we don't sit down, so we the down back. I don't forget her. Aleka before vice president. Aleka, Nami man, Aleka. They just talk. They talk with. When we talk, they talk. Pass it begin to look for think about it. They say, "Hold on there, so with the Sidonaya, with the Ludoya back." Nami man, all my girl like those laughing like, just see if I will get people and just remember. They say, "We don't Sidonaya. I don't know if we will get now. Just get something for, not just remind myself." Like I said, Nami. So. You say, "Who don't see what I ask you with the Lidoya back?" I hope so. Oh my God. I'm going to lunge Madina. My God. I know we catch Madina people there. My good God. Yeah. And I never see somebody they promise. They enjoy for so they clap for her. Hey, I dey count Watana, yeah. I dey count Lungebrid Kaya. I go count this one, yeah. I go count this one. You know the pause. No. You need pause. Waiting a pause. No, I really want to have a bucket. But not talk the cow talk. Man, okay, anyway, I don't waste people in time. We go count another day if I don't forget. They say, "Yeah, what else you know? So the Lidoya back." We don't just my God. Anyway, I left people in time. I just count the world news. So we don't sit down. Yeah, we don't just sit down. we are back. So if he faces on the other side of the occupy, they don't know they spread and tentacle. Nobody they can. And so I be like, boss, that small bit. Like the one is.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
3 or 4 days to accept the Gaza peace deal. 8 Arab and Muslim nations have. Donald Trump says he gives Hamas 3 or 4 days to accept the Gaza peace deal. 8 Arab and Muslim nations have urged Hamas to accept the terms of the plan, which includes Hamas giving up power in Gaza. Hamas is said to be reviewing the plan, which was announced by President Trump and is backed by Israel. Here's some of what President Trump has had to say in the last few minutes.
Hamas, how long do you plan to give Hamas to respond to the ceasefire proposal you've laid out?
We're going to do about 3 or 4 days. We'll see how it is. All of the Arab countries are signed up. The Muslim countries all signed up. Israel's all signed up. We're just waiting for Hamas. And Hamas is either going to be doing it or not. And if it's not, it's going to be a very sad end.
Well, does you have a deadline, Mr. President? Is there room to negotiate, or is this a take it or leave it deal? Is there room to negotiate with Hamas, or is this a take it or leave it deal?
With Hamas, we want very simple. We want the hostages back immediately, and we want some good behavior. And, it's pretty simple. You don't get simpler. Think of it. We've signed every country in the Middle East. This was like an impossible thing. It's never been done before. This is more than Gaza. Gaza was big stuff. But Gaza is a piece of it.
And if they reject the deal, you said that Israel has your backing to do whatever they need to do. What do you envision that?
I will let them go and do what they have to do. They can do it pretty easily. I would let them go and do what they have to do. We've killed about 25,000 Hamas. So certainly they paid a big price for October 7th. And this is a whole new group. They come in and they come in and they keep coming. But this is a whole different group. And their leadership has been killed 3 different times. So they paid a big price. We hope that they're going to have a nice, calm life. Maybe it won't happen. But if it does, it'll be one of the greatest things ever to happen. We'll have actual peace in the Middle East.
All right, so that was Trump, where they give deadline 3 to 4 days for let Hamas accept the peace deal. Where many commentators don't raise eyebrow on this one. They don't question, because in that peace plan, the Gaza Strip, they managed by an interim administration. One of the person we get for go Eda, Tony Blair, the former prime minister of this country, where plenty of people and say, in presence one of that Middle East state, particularly somebody where go provoke, where deliberately then go destabilize that region. They not for even mention that. And they're not for even allow them to go near them places. So that's one thing where a lot of people get problem with. But people look at and say, in expertise, in experience, in terms of administration, being a prime minister, somebody who don't work in that Middle East for quite some time, you go able now for maneuver. This is just like a temporary, administration just for put things, because the point is they don't want to let Hamas continue for govern the Gaza Strip, as you see. The war no will ever done, because if you kill all the leaders of Hamas today, tomorrow new leaders they will come out. You kill them back, another one they come out. So how long you go depend this one? And people can see. In fact, the United Nations and other bodies they all confirm, or they say Israel they commit genocide, which is a very strong. In fact, FIFA, as they talk, then they discuss for even ban Israel from participating at the World Cup qualifier, where a similar move where Russia be invade now Ukraine wouldn't take. But a lot of people don't blast FIFA for saying a double standard role they play, because 4 days, just 4 days, when Russia invaded Ukraine, they were banned from all football-related activities. UEFA banned them, the World Cup, they're not a party. But yeah, it's an ongoing, clear, like from authorities. Then this is not some kind of somebody they guess. This now you get institution, for example, the UN, the United Nations, they label what will take place in Gaza as genocide, and nothing much has been done up to now. In other words, for letting get a real peace. But again, we hope this one will count some sanity and for let at least peace reign in that part of the world. Day. Well, Fambul, as always, we program saying, it's always important. If you just join me now the program, today we look at one story we they circulate on social media. The former vice president, Una Victor Ford, they implicate some $45,000, more than $45,000 scam for get visa for 6 people. But appear when they go check when they invite her. Then go investigate her. And we see the World Bank and the IMF praise Dr. Julius Maada Bio for his leadership and how he don't manage the economy. And we also look at the civil society and the opposition and other groups. So they talk about the divide Freetown, and this is a project we don't get divided opinion. And of course, we look at the World Network, na Makeni, and as well as na Koinadugu. And of course, we pay attention on DRC Congo, as I don't sentence Kabila to death. And the last one will be the Gaza ceasefire. Well, any one of them story we find interesting, you want comment, or you want call, you're more than welcome. Me and Mr. Komon-Tok, I will take 2 minutes break. When we come, we can get the chance for talk. We come.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This now Komon-Tok. In case you don't know. Oh, yeah. Whenever we pledge with love and loyalty to a sweet mama salon. Now we all come together as one. For tomorrow, now we go make salon. Anytime where you stay, anytime where you go, anything you they do, it no matter. Oh yeah, it no matter. Now we for turn up Tanga one, inside Sierra Leone. Let one big family. There's no place like home. In case you don't know, this now Komon-Tok. Where to bring information about Salon. In case you don't know, this now Komon-Tok. Where to bring information about Salon. For education, entertainment, political affairs. Tune in Komon-Tok. For education, entertainment, political affairs. Tune in Komon-Tok.
All right, so Fambul, I think this story, we for share this story. A heart-rending, very difficult story. One we family members share. For these people, this now America happen. Life. Sometimes. Patricia Saidu, Sierra Leone, we lost in Peking. You can imagine I'm picking this, Martha. I'm picking this. Just be the commot. For Kanaosi come out school, and then you can get tragic accidents, instantly die. So at this moment, even the family, they're expected die then. Money not for raise for them, and then a struggle. So then come out publicly for ask people. As you see, people are only contribute now. At now, then they, I think, 18,632. This now the page this in case the story. Sorry. In case you want help, we go put the link for anything. The people away get, if you feel for do that, we go we'll put on the comment section for Leone see. I think that the only God picking this we lost in life. Now the one bearer now, but money not the for bearer. And I just still put her just in case. This is one of family member of the watcher asked me for Sharon. So family, that's not the message. This. All right. So let me take the first call. Okay, we don't miss this one. Okay. Okay. All right. Look at this. What is this? It's going crazy. All right, so take the first call, yeah? Yes, call outside the call from.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Outside the call from?
Yeah, I'm call from.
All right, you get the platform.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for joining us.
See, some of them here, now they need the animal to forget. Then people are no politicians, they understand, they will continue for use. All people are not serious at all, we're not serious. We not stand against them. They will always continue for use. See, you go towards money, when you go towards money, at least now for development. Go them towards and before the money they can don't shape out. At the end of the day, we the people that will not benefit that. You come back to the judiciary. You not get better system. Judiciary is not better. Because some of them things that they are the judiciary for the pick them. And bring them people and they to book. That Komon-Tok. We the people and the judiciary, as long as we not stay, people are not stand up. Judiciary is not stay that account. That account is not ever better. Salon not ever better. The judiciary with the people will not stand up. That's not ever better than that account. Thank you very serious.
Yeah, thank you very much, my brother.
Yes, one other things that come out of quick. You know, see, I've been sending some information to you concerning. I mean, that person are talking.
Okay, we go look into that. Yeah, you know, the internet it take time, so no worry, we will look into that. All right. Okay, thanks. All right. We take another call. All right, so don't miss this one. Okay. All right, so I'll take this one. This now Jibilan from New Jersey. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, Mr. Komon-Tok, good evening.
Thank you. Good evening.
I think the movie, I don't know if you watch what's happened in Madagascar, the movie they were shot. You know, there's a movie they give shot. Madagascar right now.
Yeah.
Thousands of people in Komon-Tok. The Prime Minister dissolved all in cabinets, nobody not left. For what time lights no more. So that one in the shots, that one the way they look Salon movie, so and Madagascar in shots 9 kinds and for tell we see we say self able for one Salon. A massive demonstration I get for Pullman and Biocommons. All this money when they go and take so make sure they say they want to get lights. They go call the money we want to and then they divert the other side because the education system not work. And I go put them by light too. Even the light when the top process say they get for put that in the light too safe. The money no they tell you see that 2.something billion. Money able to tell you whether the light get for sustain or is sustainable for how many years. And then they tell you that like all the last caller talks no money for example. But Victor Fo will remain for being a sample of all the politicians they would do it's no money. They will always book. They're not the better. They all matter you get for book back. They go book. Then Kabila and story get for bring Madabio to justice. Whether you go now way or now way in any kind way. Now make I say we just get for a third force not in now. We just get for allow APC for camp. No matter what. Now the lesser evil land. Let them come. When they don't come now, they forget after the election, then they fit force. But after the election, the flag bearer for make a running mate for be an ex-combatant. That's alone. And that's the only way out. Because if anything happened, a massive demonstration. Now no more. Them are not ready. So then they're going to make it, they enjoy the money. Take one whole jet, they come with people they will know for the inside for kind of United Nations. And they put to the economic party. Get all the SLP people in the economic party. Why they talk to you right now, they name Maryland. And get the number of people they allow for inside the town now. Because they don't program them. So now they go down the APC and I come together. Samuel left this theory deep and so. Samuel has the make a normal group. Now Mamolo is go to the map for go ahead. No one kind politician in it. God bless you all, man.
All right. Thank you very much, Jibila from New Jersey. We take another voice, Kailondo.
Hey, hello. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
Yeah, you get the platform. You get 2 minutes.
Okay, boss. How you doing today?
Well, I'm doing fine. And what about you?
Good, good, good. I always happy to see you when you're there on the show, man.
Thanks.
So professional. You know? Sierra Leone business, bruh. Who would they talk to? Let's begin first by this economy business, this 0.2 billion. This not the money where they get to be free. World Bank, IMF, now business people, we na best customer then. They always they appreciate the best customer. Sanobi na the fullest country in the world. So the World Bank, IMF, they accept we. They go give all kind of praise, bruh. But with foolishness, all the minerals they will get. You know? This is very hard training, bro. What would they go begin happy for go take credit when we have everything? We just need leaders then for protect those riches. Now that they're happy for go take debt. IMF, what team they do so now the Western world, bruh. Mali, Burkina Faso, Niger don't come under there. They know they get economy now. So then they find ways and means for raise economy. Then they then come with this 300 business. Not for help Africa. And the economy where they lose now that Sahel. And then they try for make. Let Africa wake up. Even with leaders then say that United Nations speak this that when they talk. Me, I don't appreciate that. I mean, if it's a matter before don't say if they don't accept TWIP and the Security Council, would they boycott the next United Nations?
Correct. It's a tough
That's what
setting.
the Africans never don't do.
Yeah.
The United Nations is not for us. It's for Europeans. Look what did happen. Not to the Sahel, Burkina Faso, they don't come under ICC.
Yeah.
Because it's not favoring us. They always they brutalize us. You know, take advantage. Look where them guy then they wear a RUF t-shirt and say follow go free them guy then na Luanda. Now they call themselves na the podium. They don't need to interview them ourselves. What do we need ICC for? They're just taking advantage of the Africans.
All right.
You know? And Sierra Leone will be careful. This magistrate will give belly to that lady. If we not be careful, I get for bring problem na salon. Because one thing, you have to pay your dues.
Thank you very much for your contribution. Yeah.
All right, bro. Thank you. God bless you. I'll call later back.
All right, thank you. Yeah, we'll take another voice. Yes, callers, where they call from.
So Komon-Tok, I call from the Komon-Tok family.
Okay, thank you for joining us. You get the platform, you get 2 minutes.
Mr. Komon-Tok, you see these governments, and I don't blame the government, I blame the people and to, you understand, the only way they see they educate. Now this thing, with this 2.2 billion project they talk about. Not to say now project don't accept CS and they fund this money. You just tell like you wait there, so you can proposal say, this I want to do, but this is cost 2 billion. You understand? Then we do the project. Then we say, oh, na fine project. You understand? That doesn't say they don't accept for fund this project. You understand? So we can't forget this clear. When the government propaganda these things, you know, now the saddest thing where the people and then they take the people and now the country for granted. And this would have they blame back again. Now the opposition will try to sensitize the people and say, don't say this thing. This is not just a proposal where the government make. But no mean say that they can't fund them. You understand? You know, then two, this United Nations, you understand what they talk about. You know, to make you see respect not to the African leaders them, because they know say they all not both leaders them. Tell me, but all the African leaders them, most of them will go this way. You go take 95% no get no assets development we don't make that in country them. But check them outside of the country, how many money we didn't get outside the country. You think that they will expect them? No. Because one thing of course, we don't let them the citizen first. Because we let your citizen, therefore we expect your citizen. And they say, what you want to get to expect, you didn't expect yourself before outsiders expect
Correct.
you. But no expect you. Are you outsiders expect you?
Not really what
You understand? So this is the thing. So now, waiting the waiting I will talk.
Thank you.
This lady way they give me better, so I really feel sad where I listen where they play it. You understand?
Thank you very much. Not to be led again. Not to be led again. Not to be led again. It don't born now already.
We don't born.
Yeah.
We don't born. You understand?
Right.
Where they plead to the judge, I really feel me, Mr. Komon-Tok. I feel pain. Like when somebody say, "I'm not gonna win." You understand? I'm not gonna get justice. Now go pick this man up. Although if you make a mistake.
Anyway, my brother, thank you very much. Now we had another voice. Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you very much. All right, this will be the last call for tonight. I hope so. Yes, Ahmed from the UK, get the platform. Thank you for joining us.
Yes, thank you very much, brother, as always, for the brilliant contribution and for all the analysis. But we come for people and for making them know what they do in our country. Might just say something quick now, because I don't see several times we bother during the car for analyze about this thing. In the end of his to do Samura Kamara, I say the Kamalo. I know Samura Kamara, the Kamalo way, the party I like it and say, no, no, say day. And therefore, now I'm going to just say, with all due respect, we will focus on the cause of waiting at the problem now, because this total Samura Kamara issue, and I'm not one, some people, because most of the times people can focus on, Samura Kamara, the issue, just and then. At the time of say what is my last brother say about this 2.2 million, I think if you go through that documentary and that process, that program, this is just a proposal, a plan where a country they make. But then guys are the hype. Look at now where they go at the end. They don't lift them ban. With that suspension, with the world be there into that. You see? And then negotiation there, and the time for draw Ghanaians for go invest. We all ban day. We wouldn't pay attention to that. I mean, who secret we don't go now. But instead they go hype. See, we don't go secure loan this that. Now plan, now proposal this that from 2020 from 2030 with the African countries and come in. Look what the countries and even they go further now. They don't into that target this for plan. But matter they come. This is Nigeria they talk about. How many times should this rural development where don't put money into that? From them boss there, from that market now lonely, this all now all bank money now look now money will go for fall on me back. No, who said the money they don't know, go out them pockets them, buy motor car, them fancy cars them. Look at the room about now and then America and the type of go build a party. All the one glad in America and the car and the car was expensive day. They left the people in the sofa. Now the issues are all for target.
All right. Ahmed, thank you. Yeah, thank you very much for your contribution as always. Thank you. So Fambul, we tap the course here for tonight. We apologize in advance, like we say. All right, so don't switch the line. All right, so we said plenty. Thank you. Now we just take the comments there. I'll get for respond to the some of them calls here anyway. Let us take the text messages there. This one they come up from Mohammed Sisi from Facebook. He say he rallied behind Mada and SLPP, thinking that he could escape from prosecution. He publicly admitted of being involved in systematic corruption while he was an ambassador. Say he was just embezzling money without knowing nothing. All right, and we get this one come from Julius from Facebook. It said prison officers are selling all kind of drugs to prisoners. The kush penders in the prison is almost half to those outside. And this one they come from Martin Conte from YouTube. It says Victor Fu is one of the dangerous person in the country. And this one they come up for Siri Koroma from Facebook. They say they don't talk about the kush killing our youth in the country. All they want is power. This is a government don't care about the lives of poor people because all their children are in overseas. We get this one they come up from Sissy Cole from Facebook. We say on YouTube. It say for far too long, those in powers from above and those connected to the powers live like they don't care about the future generations. They steal and loot without conscience. Let God help Salon. Indeed. I like that one day. Now, This one, they come out from Kamara Abubakar. Salone don't become useless country under Mother Bio and regime. But anyway, God time is the best. Mama, yes, Mama, thank you for joining us. This one, they come from YouTube. Child of wisdom, sentenced to death. That's result of bad governance while in office. This one, they come up from Dauda Toure from YouTube. He said, these politicians will continue to stupid us because we are not serious, and the judiciary is also not serious, and these are the machinery of transparency. Yes, Mary J, thank you for joining us from Facebook. Yeah, thank you. And we get this one coming from Emmanuel Kamara from Facebook. He say, very sad, my brother. Only leader that has no plan for their countries are always happy of IMF and World Bank in their countries. I'm telling you, it's so sad as a country trust. And Martin Conte, they say Victor Fo is a big time fraudster and he should be dealt with severely. Even the statement he made some time ago that during the APC they chopped the country's money then. And we get this one, they come up from Salon Women, where they say Idris Toure's cousin of Fo's wife. Okay. Is Alhaji because Fo as VP stole a Hajj scholarship to send many of his wife related to Hajj. Idris is also connected to Papa, so both case. This one come from IJC Bell. He say, why are these international organizations, World Bank and IMF, creating false impressions to Sierra Leoneans? This is why Burkina Faso, Niger, and Mali have kicked them out. This one come from Abu Shaw. He said, these people are useless. People are dying with hunger and drugs, and they are presenting like everything is okay in Sierra Leone. So not just correct them as useless, sometimes not useful. Although depend on the context we go use let people because of law just clear family understand. And this one they come from Benin. Nothing will come out of Fo's case because Victor Fo is true Sierra Leone above case because he will get protection from the one calling himself president. All right, as always, Conte, thank you as always for joining us and much respect. And yeah, so Bumble as always, like, share, and very important for us. Kate K, thank you as always for joining us. We really appreciate your presence as always. And of course, Mohammed Ba, thank you for joining us. Marcella, thank you as always for joining us. We recognize you. And Kelvin, my brother, thank you as always, my dear friend. Thanks for joining us as always. And Kiki, as always, again, thanks for joining us. And the last one will come up from Sifrifina Nilan, but for admitted when he left APC and went back to SL to sleep was to steal. So why are you surprised? Nothing surprises me. These all of them will be exposed and disgraced by the grace of the Almighty. All right, so as always, it's always a pleasure for Get Yourself Now this platform. And we tell yourself plenty thank you, and we just want to respond to these calls we come. Jibila from New Jersey, they talk about, and Jibila don't become very consistent in his say. He said the only thing we go pull Madabi power, it will be mass demonstration, not in only pull up. And we also see Uboda, they talk about, we don't see us Uboda from Turkey, and we, look at the things that would happen, the government and the people, and I can always say it's true because the level, therefore, put more serious in this. But for what they do now, and lip service of the pay. And we also, Kailondo, they talk about boycott. I like what Kailondo talk. The UN, they don't take it for granted. I mean, for 80 years, this is not 8 years. For 80 good years, we depend big, made and take we as equal. 80 good years. If the African Union or the African leaders then come up with that position, say next year, General Assembly, we dey boycott them. I'm sure without any doubt they will listen to us. They will listen to us. If they pull our statement to Kailondo is a very powerful one way it talks to, very powerful. If then Sidona African Union, they agree on the general meeting and say, okay, we'll pull a statement. Okay, we've been begging, literally, this is not beg. Something we will not get for. We don't need to beg for this. But now it appears as we are begging, we are crawling, we are on our knees, begging to be accepted as equal. And that is not what the the UN stands for. It stands for equality. Everybody should be treated fairly. But for Africa, our case is different. We have been sidelined for 80 good years. So if we come up with that powerful statement that, look, we are done with talk. Enough is enough. Come next year, if we don't get what we are asking for, we'll boycott. We'll stop going there. Simply, we have our AU headquarters in Addis Ababa. We'll continue to do what we can do. Again, the relationship where we get with other countries, they will still do. I think that one will send a very shocking, very powerful statement. I hope these leaders will listen or probably adopt this technique. And I'm pretty, even if it not happen, but then we'll listen to it. That's a form of protest, not so. Form of protest. We also saw somebody they talk about 2.5 billion proposal. Now, like you also talk about politician like Mutlika. This 2.5 billion will still depend. Check. In fact, maybe tomorrow, next tomorrow, one of these days, we come up with that thing because I don't need check. Now, I go to the very World Bank because I listen within the presidential spokesperson say or the government say, but I want verify because I don't see the money allocated. But I need to do more investigation for local, then we can analyze on it. And the person is right. These are just proposal. These are just proposal. Then we the rights and say, okay, fine, yeah. This are. But when this money they come and how the money they come, is it free money? We need to understand that they all. That's not the point. And Ahmed, they talk about we need for all we serve, we need to become very more, robust in terms of, addressing the issues that we, as always, we talk now. So I think the colors and today, as always, is, fantastic contribution. Now part of the place, so, look the time now, 11 o'clock to whistle now. Some people, so they don't pass. Some people, people in the spare 2 hours every day. 1 hour, 30 minutes. But not because one can see Mr. Komon-Tok. No, far from that. But because they're concerned about the country. And that's the thing. They're concerned. And honestly, like how they admire we, now so we say they admire. I go be honest with you now. I go confess this to you. Some programs, honestly, if not to be careful now, I want to skip. I know this is a fact, and I confess to us. Sometimes you one can, but you look at the people, because I get the platform, people are really hungry. They don't glue and they really care about the country. Like sometimes I know they know how the energy they come out. I say, okay, I can. I know they know how the energy they come out. So some, well, religiously or will believe me, we can say maybe sometimes the energy, the, synergy, when energy and we, like more or less they work, it intertwine, it play for, for do this because it's not easy. And some of we get 9 to 5 job. I always don't say this. We not reach the point and like that are the mistake go people and say maybe sometimes YouTube people are if you see the views that they get, let us make something this. The views that they get, because how YouTube they pay you, it depends on the demographic. Not to YouTube they pay you per se. Now Google they pay you. Now Google do not put money for just get anybody on YouTube. Advertisers then, and then they pay, make them put their adverts in your own channel, and then they select the region there, who say they want, make them put there. So like we'll get most of the people in from Freetown, those platforms, they know they make money. I mean, like waiting, like if you type 1,000 views, you see them 10,000 people and they make this, that. Yeah? If I then they would make if I make 7 times less than that 7, why not go able to do? Why not go do what I enjoy for do? You know that will. So it's purely, and also tomorrow for Nana pure sacrifice when they do so. We'll not get sponsorship from anybody, and we'll not big because at the end of the day, back feature they can be, and also like Biango people donate, you know. Yeah, I'm not saying that person not give you, yeah, or not that. Well, the time for showing the constraint where they go. It's really challenging. And this for London station, yeah, it's tough. We get 4 staff there, don't we? 4. Every 4. So we are giving back, hoping things will change. And when it change, that blessing, it will spread across we all. I can always say that. And also, in a religious part, it's also beneficial because for we as Muslims, then we say, for love it contain a part of faith. Like what you do so, it contributes. If you genuine, God they pay you for that in different way. And if you God pay you, you know how God they pay us so. We know how God they pay. So Lord just keep it up, and then we're for the better. Well, I'm not sure about tomorrow, but me and Mr. Komon-Tok. Bye bye.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This now Komon-Tok. In case you don't know. Oh, yeah. When we pledge with love and loyalty to a sweet mama alone. Now we all come together as one. Message for Komon-Tok, it's how we voice armies who really make the choice from politics to health. We stand firm, migration of us we come from. Komon-Tok, place to be with a young care for you and me. Komon-Tok, oh yeah we did. For the future we pave the way. We talk about the health, we need them for survive. Make the system better so we people could thrive. Entertainment, they speak the music, the flow. But we still go on the things we need to know. Political leaders, they could not hear the cry. We could talk, come here, no we know the line. Not Komon-Tok, we just stand for the truth. Make we rise for the sake of the youth. Ooh, Komon-Tok, you gon' hear me loud. We no go hide, you gon' make me proud. From salon to the wall where they stand tall. Come here, we are. Oh yeah, we message for. Komon-Tok, it's how we voice armies who really make a choice. From politics to health, we stand firm. Migration of us, we come.